Hi Pisces, this is going to be your June love reading for the month of June, or any month, any time, any day, any year. So, because energy is fluid. After all, I feel like Pisces knows that better than most. So your cards were just ready to come out the moment I turned the camera on. So you have the Queen of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Swords, the Ten of Wands, the Five of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles reverse, the Princess of Wands. I just got like a shot, kind of like a shooting pain all of a sudden in my forehead, and this is so extreme, and I hope it's not true, but like somebody might have had like a head injury, or like it could have been from a bullet, but like that is literally what I just felt. So that will not resonate for everybody, of course, but there could be like a head injury here. I could just need to drink water. But that's what I felt intuitively. It was a very strong, like, intuitive hit that I just got. So the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like recently your fully that stays. I'm going to put another cup behind it to ensure that it does not fall. Okay, I think we're good. So, Pisces, a lot of you, first of all, a lot of you have been in hermit mode. Sorry, you can't really see when I show you like that. The Hermit in reverse. So a lot of you have been hermiting. Like, Pisces can do this, where you kind of isolate and you go into your cave and you don't come out and you don't talk to anybody. Or you could have just been meditating a lot and self-reflecting and taking time away from certain connections, certain people. But I feel like you are actually putting yourself out there recently. You are allowing yourself to kind of go out there, and I think a lot of you watch out for taking on too much in order to please people is what I am getting. Kind of saying yes to everything because you don't want to say no, because you don't want to hurt people's feelings, because this might be tiring you out. I feel like Spirit is saying be a little bit what you might consider selfish, but it's actually not selfish. It's actually self-care and self-love. Trust me, I get it. It can feel, when we set boundaries, like it can definitely feel like we are being selfish, but trust me, that is in your head. It's actually for the greater good of everybody involved, for you to set boundaries. Just be aware of your limits and what is taking on too much, so that you're not overdoing it and you're not exhausting yourself. Make sure you're getting rest and that you are taking care of yourself. So some of you might be pursuing something that makes you feel very passionate. You may have met a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and this person might have either been very immature or this is in the beginning stages. So take it how it resonates for you specifically. But with the Ace of Swords, I feel like you have recently had an awakening about someone or something, or you have had an awakening of your feelings of kind of taking on a little bit too much, and you I think that obviously, or not, I think that you were previously unaware, which is how you got to this Ten of Wands situation of taking on too much. It's because you didn't know any better, but you have awakened and you have like open. I get that there's been like a third eye. Third eye opening and a crown opening, which could have been where I got that like shooting pain in my head. It could have been related to the crown chakra, but there is definitely a very divine feeling here. A lot of you have been on a spiritual path for a very long time, so you are very much aware of your chakras, and you do get, a lot of you are very psychic. You do get intuitive hits. I feel like a lot of you got an intuitive hit about this situation, like a psychic vision. A lot of you are like very connected to your clairvoyance and your clairaudience. Seeing visions and hearing messages. And there's a big thing about self-care right now at this time. You are very in touch with self-care, and I think that a lot of you have had previous problems with setting boundaries because you felt like it was too harsh. You didn't want to be harsh. You're a very gentle soul, and you did not want to be harsh by setting boundaries, but this can actually make us like manipulative when we don't have good boundaries. Speaking from my own personal experience with boundaries, because for a lot of us, like for me this was the case, but like growing up in a toxic household, like it was very hard to set boundaries, because even though it's something that inherently is not difficult for me, it was not I learned that there was no point in it because nobody would listen to me. So yeah, that is like kind of, that could resonate with some of you if you also grew up in like a toxic household where boundaries were not respected. It can be difficult to set boundaries. It can feel selfish. There's a lot of different backgrounds. Like that's my story, but there's a lot of different reasons that make it difficult for people to set boundaries. Sometimes it's just a personality thing. Sometimes it is like our family conditioning, and like sometimes it's just like, addiction issues maybe, or like there's a lot of things that can lead to, having being more like setting boundaries, like being more challenging. But it just because it's challenging does not mean that it's not doable, and it is actually going to be for your greater good ultimately, because because you're going to feel a lot better and a lot more comfortable in your body, and like less of this energy, like this exhausted, carrying a lot of burdens, to this like very stable, comfortable, and like connected. This Queen of Pentacles, she's very connected with nature, and nature is very healing for the soul, I believe. And I think there is a overall, like, this time of your life is a lot about learning to set boundaries, and it might not be easy for you, but overall it is definitely going to be worth the effort. It's going to be worth the struggle. RuPaul always says, no matter what you do in life, it's going to be hard. You can choose to sit around and do nothing, and it'll be difficult. So that's always stuck with me, and I've always just taken the path that I thought would be like best for me. So yeah, we'll see if that resonates with you, Pisces. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another video. Thank you. Bye.